everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. I'm so excited to show you how to make this card today. This is definitely one of my prettier cards I've made recently, but it's so super simple. So I'm starting out with just a top folding card at 4¼ by 11. And then I have a couple pieces of cardstock. I have this Whisper White piece of cardstock cut at 3 inches by 4 inches. And then that piece of Island Indigo I set aside was cut at 3¼ by 4¼ This is the Birthday Bloom stamp set in the Occasions catalog. I have not used this stamp set a super bunch, but I'm trying to get more use out of it because I really love the flower in it, but I just didn't quite know how to use it. So I'm putting it to some use here. And I'm just inking up this flower in black Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And then I'm going to stamp the flower kind of off of the paper on the edge there. So it's just kind of like it's peeking in onto the edge, from the edge onto the paper. And then I'm going to do some Copic coloring. I'm using my Copic markers today to do all my coloring for this because I just really love the way the Copics look. My sentiment that I'm going to stamp is from this awesome stamp set, the Rose Garden stamp set. I love this stamp set. I'm using the Happy Birthday sentiment. I just felt like the sentiment went really, really nice with this image. And I'm using Island Indigo ink to stamp it. And so now that part is done. That's my sentiment. And now I'm going to go ahead and jump into my coloring for this. So I'm using Copic markers. This is my B11 Copic marker. And I'm just going to cover all of the flower with this really soft kind of baby bluish color. It's not quite baby blue. It's like it's got some green in it. It's actually blue green, I think. I think it's BG11 is the number of this. So I'm speeding up the film here because this would take a really long time if I did it at regular pace. So I went ahead and sped it up so you can see it kind of faster. I took the Copic coloring class at onlinecardclasses.com, and it was phenomenal. I learned so much. I'm using BG13 now, and I just wanted to tell you, I learned so much from that class. If you're looking for a Copic marker class to take, I highly, highly, highly recommend that class. I learned how to blend. I learned how to use different colors. I learned how to do skin tones. I learned how to use different color markers to create shadows in case you don't have like the whole set of markers, which I don't. I have lots of random, because they're not cheap, right? I mean, they're like $8 to $12 a marker. So I don't have a ton of them. My collection is growing very slowly. So every once in a while I buy a few more that I need. So this is I think this is B23. And I'm just using this one to go down at the very edge to create the darker insides of the flower and to create more shadows around this flower. And again, this is just super simple, basic stuff. There's nothing that I'm doing that you couldn't do because I am super novice at this. So I know if I can do it, you can do it. That's a promise. It's a guarantee. I'm just going around the edges here and adding the dark. Then I'm going to go back with my lightest color, and I'm covering the entire flower, all the flowers with the lightest color. And that kind of just blends out the edges of the colors that I've done so that it's not so drastic, such a drastic change from one color to the next. Then I have my green color, and I'm going to come in with that. I cannot remember. I think it's YG03. And I'm going to come in with that and color all the leaves. I also have these cute enamel dots that I'm going to add to the front of this card. You'll see that when this is all finished. I'm sure you can tell that my voice is still pretty raspy. I'm still struggling getting back to normal from this cold and sinus infection that I got, but I am feeling tons better, so I'm hoping that it just continually improves. Okay, so I enjoyed doing this card so much, and it was so simple and beautiful that I decided to make more of them in different colors. So if you want to see the other colors I did, I would suggest going over to my blog and checking out all the photos there. I have a bunch of photos over on my blog. Now I'm just picking up the It's My Party enamel dots. These dots are actually mint macaroon, but they worked great and they matched really well to this card. This card was inspired by Jennifer McGuire. She did a really cool video on some cards similar to this, and so that's where I got the idea for this card. Okay, so I'm just using my foam adhesive tape on the back of these pieces here to pop them up on my card base. My hardware store quit carrying this, so now I'm going to have to either order it on Amazon or somewhere else. Gosh dang it, I was so upset. So I'm going to have to find an alternative now, but there's my finished card. I just think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I think anybody will be happy to have this for their birthday. And make sure you hop over to my blog and check out the other colors I did. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out other videos I've done by clicking on the images you see here. If you're on a phone or a tablet, you will not be able to click on these images. Sorry about that, but the links are down below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.